Oh, what do we got going on here?
What's going on, everybody? James here. Realized while recording, put together this Found on Friday video series for episode 2 that it's 2 hours long. So I'm going to have to break it up into two separate videos. The first video is going to be going through the stores and finding the items. And then Saturday night, I will upload, we'll go into details, look at the items I found, and we'll talk about the numbers. So enjoy. What is going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redoptionagency.com, 21 years selling full-time on eBay, and welcome to Found on Friday. Found on Friday is a series I do. Go out for a couple of hours on a Friday, see what we can find at yard sales, thrift stores, and we keep track, see how much money is made just off of a couple hours of, going out and thrifting, sourcing for the week, spending a few hours listing it, putting in about, let's just call it 8 hours a week, and seeing how much money you can build off of that, just for a little bit of extra effort for any people who want to resell part-time or whatever. So we're going to head out, and you're going to come along for my adventures. Also wait around till the end as we go over all the numbers, see where we're at, see where we're standing, see what we spent, see what I bought, see what sold, all the good and fun stuff. So I got my frozen Coke ready from QT. I've got my Flamin' Hot Chips ready from Lay's, of course. Can I get a sponsor so I don't have to pay for this stuff anymore? Anyway, all right, let's go get some stuff.
All right. Well, I figured I would try something different with the voiceover, obviously, and see how it works out. So, went down the Rock Road and hit the St. Vincent. Had seen no yard sales between QT and here, so. And look, St. Vincent's is now open on Sundays, so an extra thrifting day. So of course, when you walk in the thrift store, first thing you gotta do is pay attention to the little showcase. Doink. Make sure there's nothing, no gems hidden in there that's not too overpriced. A lot of that stuff is way overpriced, but you can find some gems in there. So normally when I head into here, the first thing I do is go to the electronics. Remember the last week I found that portable Sony headphone cassette player, and it sold pretty quick. And so I picked it up to check this out. Couldn't tell if it was like a computer. It was an Apple, but I didn't know if it was a computer, if it was a modem or what. So I went up, looked up the model number. They wanted $15 for it. So I was expecting it to be like a computer, but it was only like the modem. So I think working, they were only going for like $25, so I ended up putting that back. But let me look in the background and see what I missed. A lot of times when I go, like I've said before, when I go to a thrift store, I have to like make several passes to really see everything because I miss things so easily. Of course, you gotta look at the stuff new in packages. That little Sony boombox was there last week, and I noticed that Super VHS handy cam up there. Ooh, I didn't see that Jensen player. I should have checked that out. Darn. But that VHS, it was missing the battery. And it said as is on it, so I'm like, I didn't even look that up. So, and then I see that Garmin up there, and Garmin's, I know, usually don't sell for much, but I looked it up anyway just to be safe, just in case something changed. I've always wanted to take a bunch of Garmins and out into the woods and have like, some kind of a airsoft fight with Garmins. You can track everybody or figure a way out to do something creative with them. But looking around, and then I see that little spotlight up there. Sometimes all you need to do is pick things up to tell whether it's worth looking at or not. Picked it up and it was really light and all plastic, so of course I'm like, nope. Could pass on that. If it was heavier, it would have felt more like a professional piece. Then could have looked it up. Walk over here. I don't even see that Jenga Boom game at first. I've seen these window clings. They look like they've been used. They look like they've been peeled off and put back on. They wanted, what, $250 for them all? But I end up looking up the Looney Tunes, and I think somebody had them a new Looney Tunes for $5. So I end up passing on all those. But $350 it said on it, so they intrigued me because I've sold some video game ones for some big money, but those, obviously video games is a totally different world. And that's where I'm looking up. So this time I decided to take my extra phone, the one's recording the video and then the one I'm looking stuff up, trying to play it like as if I was, you know, somebody just starting out, doing it part-time, 1 day a week, and they would have their phone. So your phone's going to be your greatest tool in situations like that, so why not use it to my advantage? Normally I don't even look things up, but since I'm doing this video series a little bit differently, I am looking things up, and then also using Google Lens. So that's another very handy tool to have when you're out sourcing, is Google Lens. And you'll see I use that a couple of times in this store. Of course, got to check out the CDs, see if anything jumps out at me, see if any spines look like first pressings or early pressings. But I see nothing. Then I drift away to sadness. Oh wait, no I don't. Alright, jet back out there. And then I see the Jenga game. Some specialty Jenga games can go for some decent money, but it looked like it was missing something, so I put my hand in there and it appears that base part is missing to this that kind of, I guess, shakes it. So the base was missing to that. Kind of just glancing around, hitting the toy aisle now. And then I see Boom Boom, the little Disney Vampira, or whatever her name is, lady. So I use Google Lens on her to see if she's got any value. I think I've sold one quite a while ago, so I wanted to see if still worth buying. I don't remember the price on it. Maybe $2.25, $2.50 maybe. Might be able to see it here in a minute. Let's see. Ooh, what's that mini thing up there? A little chair probably. Ooh, what's that alien guy? Here I am looking at the background. Going, what did I miss? What did I miss? Da-da-da, da-da-da. And I move on. And then here I spot that little robot guy up there. I'm like, ooh. And I pick him up and he's real light. And I'm like, ah, it's probably pretty cheap, but better safe than sorry. Pull out my phone and do the Google Lens on him. I was surprised how cheap he was. I found him like new or something at Walmart, really cheap. Whoa, pull out the phone. Google Lens. Take his picture. I tried to hold the phone in a better way so you could see it on camera, but I guess still wasn't enough. Didn't see no games or puzzles. At the time, anyway. Kind of looking again now. There it is, like 20 bucks. I saw on that. Okay. I think they wanted like $6 for them or something. So I saw that, picked it up. It was very light, so I figured it was cheap. Kind of testing the weight to see if it was plastic or glass. Looking around, looking around. Next up, let's see here. And decided to skip the glass and home goods stuff this time. And we start heading straight for the shoe section. So first thing I see right off the bat, boom, some Skechers work shoes. Notice I had to pull out the glasses. Touch the toe, they're steel toe, Skechers works. So figure they're pretty good condition, so of course look them up and make sure. Their shoes are normally about $6.50, so I want to make sure I can at least get 30 plus on shoes if I'm going to get shoes in this series. I think I've already got them listed at 39, I believe. But real good condition. No real wear or anything on them. See Levi's shoes there. Levi's shoes are always just not worth even looking at. I used to have a hard time selling brand new Levi's shoes when I used to get a lot of shoes in from clearance stores. Thankfully, back then I only paid like $3 for a new pair in the box, so I could let them go real cheap. But then I do the whole mirror shot. Da-da-da-da-da. Bow to the mirror. Said Eddie Bowers had too much wear on him to even worry about looking him up. Some Asics decided to not even worry about. So I've got these boots, I forget the brand, something Great Western Boot Company maybe, or something like that. I look them up and they go for alright money, and they would have been $6.50. So I was on the fence after looking them up, because I found a pair that went for I think 30 plus or something. So I start looking them over really well. Kind of starts looking like the heel's separating a little bit from the boot, but I'm still on the fence until I look into the boot. Once I look in the boot, I know game's over. The back of the heel area is totally trashed and wore out, so was not worth the money. So onward. Normally with clothes I kind of just skim through them, unless they're the t-shirts or the shirt section. Just kind of look for something loud or different. Like I like those for myself, but they're a little too big for me. So just kind of looking for anything that stands out, calling for a little bit more detailed look, and come down until I get into the t-shirts, where I'm going to go through the whole row of t-shirts. The whole row was packed, so it's really tight. So I was trying to get the best camera angle I could so you guys could see what I'm going through, but it didn't come out too well. So every once in a while I'll pull something out just to kind of, something of interest that just to give you a different view. But most of their like normal shirts are about $6.50, as you can see there, and their t-shirts are about $1.50. Yeah, that one I was kind of on the fence about, that Arnold Palmer Callaway shirt. Flipping through. They had a couple of grunt style shirts, two matching. And I used to sell grunt style all the time. If you put them up new, you can get a Vero but selling them used, I've never had any issues. I've got probably, there it is right there. I've probably got about 4 or 5 of them up on Posh, and they're just sitting, so I decided to kind of pass on them. When I come across the second one, I kind of start questioning myself, maybe I should get it. You can see I check that back, and I'm like, they were only $1.50. I'm like, yeah, if I've got 5 sitting and they haven't even gotten any offers, maybe they're past their due now. Part of me just wants to fly through the stuff and be like done with it. Another part of me, I'm telling myself, no, go through it. Something could be here. Sometimes I just get a little impatient with the looking through a whole row of something when most of it's like missing. Nothing worth anything. That was a unique leopard print, the blue and black, so I looked at the name, didn't recognize the name. I probably should have looked it up, but I didn't. So going through. And then saw that Nike tank. A little bit older, but not for $6.50. It wasn't worth it. Do I find anything here? Nothing there. Nothing there. I keep trying to make room, but it's just packed. And we finally found one shirt. Every time I get these hats, they sell advice from, this one's an eagle, but they'll have different animals, advice from a deer, and then all the wording on it kind of plays off of the animal itself. So I can't remember if I've ever sold a shirt or not, but and then we've got a blues. And they wanted, I think, $3.75 for this, so I was on the fence. It was a 2XL. But then I came to my senses and go, no, it's blues. You buy. It's the blues. You buy the blue stuff. Don't worry, I come to my senses. There I go. You will not leave it behind. So we got another blues here with Alexander Steen, but it had some stains on it. I come back and look at it. Saw this blues, it was $1.50. Took that. I think Alex already took possession of that one because it was his size. But pull it out and I see some stains on it that won't come out. So I had to pass on that one. What was that? Nothing. That was one of those Robin Ruth brand, which it's usually quality, like souvenir style. At least the hats. I've never seen a shirt, a Robin Ruth shirt. So. Almost to the end. Thank you. What are you doing, girl? And then I saw this, and it looked pretty decent quality, and I never did, not that one. Oh yeah, I found that. I forgot about that. Rockaware button-up shirt. They wanted $6.50 for it. I was kind of on the fence. If it was my size, I would have got it for myself. I was kind of on the fence till I looked at the size. Once I looked at the size, I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and get it because it was 4X, so it was a bigger shirt. And that size you can, usually add a little bit of, hike the price up a little bit. So I went back to that one shirt, and then I pull out my phone and kind of do an eBay search for that tag name, and I don't remember what it was offhand. So I do a quick search and realize it's not worth it. And move on. So this next piece, you're going to have to tell me if I made a mistake or not. I was on the fence and I spent several minutes with this piece. He stops. This vintage fur coat. I'm guessing I'm not sure if it's real fur, fake fur. I did a search on eBay by the brand, and somebody had one up, not this one, a different color, different style, and had it listed as a fur coat. The price they had on this was $25, so I'm like, I wanted to make sure, but I even used Google trying to find this shirt or this jacket or the brand, and I couldn't find anything. My main concern, and I should have looked it up while I was there, is fur allowed on eBay if it's real fur? I should have just Googled and found out that answer. But being there was too many questions, and since I'm playing this Found on Friday as a, newish seller kind of feel, I got to go with what the phone tells me. If it was me just shopping a normal day, I would have took a chance on it and just grabbed it anyway, thrown it in the cart and not worried about it because I would have made up the $25 elsewhere. But being I was playing a little bit differently on this video series, I decided to walk away. So I can't remember the name of it. I think it started with a Z. ZH, Zyrix or something. I don't remember. But I passed on it. So probably should have got it for myself. I could have wore the crap out of that. So, all right, I think now I'm checking Google, because I was really on the fence with it. My gut told me to get it, but like I said, I was playing the Found on Friday card and want to be more of a conservative purchase instead of taking gambles. So this is on the Rock Road. So if you're seeing this and it's still there Saturday and I made a boo-boo and left it, it's there waiting for you. And if you get it and sell it for big money, just give me a finder's fee. She almost ran me over. Kind of walk past the bags, give them a quick view. Purses are one of my weak areas, so I just look for things that stand out or look unique or look quality. And didn't feel like putting any time into the women's shoes. Women's shoes is at least the dress shoes and stuff like that. It's a little bit weaker area. Normally I will stop and just look things up, but I was already in the mood of wanting to get out of the store, just be done. So I was already in my fast-paced mode to leave. So decided not even to look anything up and just walk on, check out this little glass counter, see if anything's in there jumping out. I see nothing there, but then I noticed they put out some new totes that they're pulling stuff from. So I'm going to walk back over here and check out the new stuff they just brought to the floor. And I'm glad I did. Because bum 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 bum. look what I found. Fisher Price, the farm. And the quality on this piece, I mean, this thing looked brand new. It's got some of the animals in it, tractor piece, what have you, some of the fence. But this piece looks so new. I'm sitting here questioning, did they repop this thing? Because it looks like it just came out of the box. I mean, there's not a flaw on it. But I do check the back and see the date, 1967, made in the USA. So I'm like, all right. So I grab it, and then this guy starts talking to me. He wants to see it. So I start talking to him about it, and he thinks I work there. And then he starts talking about how he's a reseller at flea markets. So as he's talking, looking at it, and getting the feeling that I'm a worker, I'm like, I got to get this thing back from him, right? I'm like, he's going to try to take off with my toy. So as you can see, I kind of grab it from him. You'll see my hand just hover there like I'm getting ready to grab it back. And then at the right particular moment, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, no, I don't work here. I'm buying it. Thank you very much. But then he goes on and on about selling at flea markets, telling me about one that's out of St. Peter's tonight, and then I guess Wentzville Sunday. So he's going on about selling toys and video games and stuff at the flea market, telling me what time I should get there and everything, all the details, as I'm trying to look around, see if I see anything, using this time to my advantage, looking around to see if I missed anything, see if anything's popping out. And I just noticed they got the blue cart there. I should have walked around to see if anything was in that blue cart. Usually they put bigger stuff in there. I didn't even see that. So I start walking away, and he starts following me and still talking. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go back down this row one more time. I didn't go down this row, but the one up ahead. But here he is still going on. So figured I'm already back over here. I might as well do one little more quick pass through, but I'm ready to go. He's over in the toy aisle now talking to me. Got a little thunder outside. So yep, and now I am ready to go. So start beeline it for the front counter. No, I saw him playing with his phone, so I didn't know if he was looking something up. And I'm like, ooh, what did I miss? Did I miss something? Is he a reseller? So I walk over there just to kind of see if he's looking anything up. But he walks away, so I'm guessing he wasn't. So there's two of those blue bins over there I should have walked around and looked at. So I'm done. I am walking to the counter. I look in that tote one more time for toys. That was the only one that read toys on it. And then as I'm walking to the counter, I see out of the corner of my eye, dun, 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 a toddler blues jersey. And check the price tag, $2. So of course I've got to grab that. So grab the toddler blues jersey for $2. And I finally make my way to the counter. And the lady who tried to run me over, or almost ran me over. And this should end right here. I think I edited the ending out, didn't I? Oh, I wonder if I used the wrong one. I am finding no yard sales just by wandering around. Not even seeing signs for tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do is head over to another thrift store. And then maybe pull up yard sale app and see if I can
find at least one yard sale somewhere around here. So let's keep going.
And I did not find no yard sale, but made it to the second thrift store. So I'm over here at another St. Vincent's. And this is my first time watching this part of the video. So I walk funny. 50% off yellow. So I see all these boots for $4.25. I start kind of just glancing at them. I'm like, maybe I'll come back and look at them more detail. First thing I kind of do is just walk up the middle, kind of look and see if there's anything jumps out at me around the glass cases. I just saw that clock. That clock's kind of cool. Probably cheap though if it had that box next to it. If it was old, it wouldn't have that box. So I saw they just brought this card out, so I start going through it, just kind of paging through, see if I find anything good that nobody's touched yet. And there went a second card there. So then she come over and said she'll take the band off for me. I'm like, okay. So and I can look through it a little bit better. But surprisingly, I found nothing on this rack, I don't think. There was a couple of cool jackets, but like this one, but it was like a union machinist jacket. And I'm like, I thought about that, and I'm like, they probably want $10 for the jacket. Don't really want to put $10 into it. I started to go on that one, but she was busy at it. I'm like, darn it. But I said, I'll just head over toward the toys and such, and come back to the t-shirts after she's done putting them out. Oh yeah, forgot about this. So I saw this, what's that called, that blender, but this is for the baby. It's called the baby bullet, the blender. So I start looking it up, and it's looking like on first glance when I look it up that parting it out, I might be able to make more money on it parting it out. I think they had $6.25 for the price on it. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. And some of the little pieces, just like 2 of the little pieces alone was going for like $12 or something. So I was kind of looking there, trying to get a feel if I should part it out or keep it all together as a whole, but just kind of making sure, double checking, doing the whole found on Friday thing, making sure I'm not going to lose any money. And have decided, yes. I walked in and there was no carts. I've never walked in the store and there was no carts. So the place was hopping. It was busy. Oh yeah, the green machine. I wanted to ride that. Couldn't really, I'm guessing it was a repop. I don't know, I couldn't tell. I know they did repop them, but I'm guessing it was a repop. But the seat was cracked on it and everything. I only wanted $10 for it. A little bit on an older bike there. Let's go over here. See a guy I always talk to right here. Say hey to him. Of course, I find blue stuff for me. Yay! They got new rules here now that with the new manager that they can't hold nothing back in the back for them. They have to put everything out on the shelves first. And then if it's still there, I guess at the end of their shifts they can buy it. So they kind of try to hide stuff. So sometimes you'll see me just digging through and double checking behind stuff. But I found this little pack of Hot Wheels. They have $1.50 on it, I think. So I go ahead and grab that. And I start seeing all these other little bags. Oh yeah, I found that, but those don't really have any value. So I go ahead and look that up while I'm there. Cabbage Patch Little Red Wagon. But yeah, so you'll see me just kind of looking behind things here and there, trying to make sure I'm not going to miss anything that might be good and hidden. Yeah, I think brand new it was 25 bucks for a little red wagon. This definitely wasn't new. There was one for $9.99, so I'm like, yeah, nope, nothing. Then start seeing all these bags full of toys, and then these had some monster trucks in them. I just sold 2 of the Bigfoot monster trucks together, so I'm like, ooh, give me more monster trucks. There's more in that bag. And then my hands are getting full, and I have no cart. So we got some Fisher-Price toys and some of these little Fisher-Price train set. And these bags were only marked like $1.50 and $2 and $2.50 maybe or something like that. So well worth it for the toys that were in them. So I started grabbing all of them. I think there was one I didn't get, that brown track bag there, but my hands are full right now. I'm like, I gotta go find a cart. I can't grab anything else. So I'm on the hunt for a cart right now. Straight ahead's where they're supposed to be when there are some. And then I see one at the door, and I see this lady coming in. I'm like, do not grab that cart, do not grab that cart, do not. I was willing her not to grab the cart, and it worked. Dude, I walk funny, don't I? Ain't not very fluid walking. Check the weight. Yeah. And then I see that they got some new carts out over here, so of course I'm coming over here next. Gonna get in their way and start digging through stuff. Get out of my way, lady, I'm going to toys. I found that glove, very nice condition glove too. And it had like $2.25 on it, so of course I'm gonna grab that. Baseball glove. Boink, throw it in my cart. I see another one that says toys, so I break that one out. Douche, douche. Good thing they know me here. They always encourage me to go through the carts and the stuff. Yeah, go through it, save us some work. We won't have to put it out. But found nothing in that one. I'm looking around to see if I missed anything. Oh yeah, I found this. Anytime you find a bobblehead cheap, I'm going to grab that. So, and that actually turned out better than I thought. Oop, and then we got one of those natural keyboards, so of course I'm going to grab those. Those are usually always a good $25, $30 pop. I think they had like $2 on it. So I think they started marking everything down cheaper, realizing the stuff was just sitting. Because for a while there, they were overpriced and everything, and as you can see how packed the store is now. So I think they started playing better with the pricing. So I come back over here. That was another bag of stuff that I found. I'll talk more about it on tomorrow's video, but the next video, but it was cheap enough to take a chance on. So I'm like coming back to make sure I didn't miss any bags. And I see that bag of track, and I kind of looked to see if it would match anything that I picked up, and it didn't really seem to match any of the connectors. Didn't seem to match the other Play School stuff, so I didn't get that. Even though I probably could have sold that track. Didn't even think about that at the time. Ooh, that cat machine down there looked cool. It was a PC controller. Wasn't for an Xbox or nothing, PlayStation or nothing. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? What's that chicken? Little throttle, I'm guessing for like a lawnmower or something. So check that out real quick. Now I'm starting to calm myself down. I've already kind of gone through everything one time, do the first search through. So now I'm going to start calming down and start looking some stuff up. Couldn't find that exact model, but other ones like it were only going for about 10 bucks, so. Deciding to move on. Trying to decide which way to go. Last time right there in front's where I found that Lego toy. It was kind of hidden. So it's my first go through here. I come back later and kind of start looking behind stuff and looking for anything that might be hidden here again. And I dig through that later also. I end up shutting the video off. We still got some time, but before I even finished, just because it was getting so long, it was getting hot on my chest, so I had to turn off the camera. But I had most everything by then. So back to electronics and the media to give them a little more thorough look at. Or haven't I even came to the electronics yet? Maybe not. I just watched it and I don't even remember. No, I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I got the keyboard. Yeah, I got the keyboard, so. And I start looking, see some stuff to look up. Always look for, when I see the phone, handset phones. Those are always worth looking up. Trying to look at my phone to see what I'm looking up there. Walk by with. Boom. So I looked those up and got a nice hit. They had 2 1/4 on each of them, and I think they were going for like 30 bucks pre-owned. So that was like 90 bucks right there in one scoop for less than $7. Of course, if they sell for the asking price. What am I looking up now? Oh, I scanned that DVD home theater and knew they were going for decent money. So I think I check into it now here and see if it's new Pre-owned, yeah. New $79 plus shipping. But this one is used. And come on in, Jan!
Okay.
I'm just doing a voiceover for this, so we're recording for everybody. So I can get it listed. So I'm at the...
Oh, I see you're at the... Oh,
digging through, finding some good stuff.
that looks like your honey hole.
At the olive store.
Yeah. Do you want anything from Freddy's? He's out that way. Well, what would you want? He's going to stop somewhere. So you got to get some food. You haven't eaten all day.
Right.
Just get a burger.
Yeah, I don't really want a burger.
You want a chicken sandwich from somewhere?
That's fine.
Okay. Anywhere particular?
A Wendy's spicy chicken is
Okay.
fine.
All
I know you like Wendy's.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All right, so next up, making sure this keyboard is good to go. Like I said, doing this found on Friday, I want to make sure at least almost 100% that I am getting stuff worth it. Definitely don't want to go backwards in this series, because then it would be a fail. And start looking, found another phone to look at. So this is my first time watching this, too. So I've already got like half a cart full, but I fill the cart before I leave. So
what about something about a sponsor?
I'll talk to you about that.
Okay.
I'm recording, so I'm doing the voiceover for this right now. So
They have more stuff on their shelves than normal.
yeah,
Looks like.
yeah, because they were pricing everything too high.
I knew that.
But now everything's coming down in price because prices were really good today. A lot of 225s and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was able to grab a lot of stuff. So I think they realized that too much stuff's sitting around. So
And there's a bunch of stuff sitting at their outlet too, I'm sure. I know they have to get it out of there in so many days. So.
well, while I was
Christmas ornaments. Did you even look?
I looked.
Oh my God! Stop that video!
That's-
Stop that video!
That's not Christmas there.
There's a tree.
Christmas is over here.
Oh, okay, but I thought I saw somebody put something away in the wrong place. Look at all them CDs.
And then here's another one I found.
Whoa.
So yeah, I've already got 3 handsets in the cart, and they were only like $2.25 a piece. So
Like $2.50.
$2.25.
$2.25. Oh my God, that's 2 for $4.50.
I bought 3, and I listed them for $30 a piece. So
But
That
their
one I haven't
CDs
listed
were
yet.
on the wall in a bookcase or something, or around the corner.
They're right there.
And they moved them there.
yeah, the new manager moved stuff around,
Not
tried
that makes a
raising the
difference.
prices.
Oh, you should have ripped them ornaments off that wreath they have hanging on the wall. I would use those.
I figured if you watch this video and you see anything, it'll probably be there tomorrow.
Okay, are you going there tomorrow, or are you going to
Well,
garage
I'm
sale?
going to yard sales tomorrow if the rain's not happening.
It's nasty lightning outside.
And I saw those clamps. I looked those up. See
Hey,
if
those
they're
would be
worth
good
anything.
clamps for the net on the pool. Actually, no, more of the other kind. Those are like vice grip type, workbench type.
Mhm.
My
That's why I
dad
looked
had
them
some.
up just in case they had any.
Look at that George
value.
Foreman grill. I think we have one that sits. Nobody does anything with it. Harry Potter box set.
Yeah, but Harry Potter's not
No,
worth
I know.
anything on DVD. And
Look
glance
at them
through that.
baskets. Did you even see if there was any Longaberger? Dang it.
No,
You should turn around so I could see the Christmas shit.
don't curse on this or
Sorry.
YouTube's
Oops,
going
sorry.
to
Sorry.
dock me.
All right. Sorry, YouTube. What's Bone Collection? That would look like a cool CD. Or is that like the TV show Bones or something?
The Bone Collector, it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Ain't worth nothing.
No, I just wanted to know what it's about. Oh, they have a lot of stuff they haven't moved. They have a lot of workers.
Yeah,
Are they over on salary?
I don't know, but they don't do volunteers anymore. So everybody's paid now.
Oh, wow.
they're open on Sundays now too.
That
So
older
I
gentleman.
think they're
Oh,
kind
they're
of
breaking the religion.
they're getting away from the religious stuff, I guess,
Oh.
by no volunteers and
Well, it was probably
on
hurting their
Sundays.
bottom line with all the weird stuff they do.
I don't know.
Their restrictions. What's that pearly thing behind that device there?
Pearly thing.
See, oh, that's holes in the lattice and the
Oh.
shelving. Sorry. It's hard to see things when you only have one eye.
I like watching this back because I can't. I don't. It's like, what did I miss? What did I miss?
Oh, yeah. It's like having another eyeball on your head. Did you know Barry's dog, he had to put him down today. I told him I was sorry. I said those are like the hardest things because they're part of the family. We feel the pain with Vern still. Why don't they just toss those?
I spent a lot of time in here today. We still got 30 minutes on this
I can
before
tell.
I even shut off the camera.
I can tell because the house didn't get vacuumed. No, just kidding. Oh. One of the girls that I work with.
Don't say too much. I'm recording.
One of the girls
this is
I
going to
work
be
with
live.
would like me to look for something for her, so
Okay.
I told her I would.
Don't say nothing that you don't want the world to hear.
No, I don't. Well, because
If you're going to talk about work, be nice.
No. She's an auctioneer,
we're supposed
so
to be,
she wants me to
I
look
got you.
for stuff for her.
Well,
For the whatever. I
Whatever,
told her there's a markup.
she can do her own job.
Well, I don't know that she has that much
All
time.
right. So now I'm in the glass looking, and then I see these, or I see one, and I'm like, do you see what I'm getting ready to grab? Boom. Disney, Japan. I'm like, yes. Ooh, it said 1 of 1. Where's number 2 at? There it is.
Well, this is what she says
Some
goes for
bookends.
big money at the auctions.
So got
Because she's an auctioneer.
Got some Disney made in Japan bookends there.
You need to look for old Pyrex. Which we never look at
Everybody,
glassware.
yeah, everybody knows that.
But how do you know it's old? Because I have Pyrex.
And of course, lift up the elephant, make sure, see if it's quality or cheap. Doing the glance around to the glassware.
What was the dude with the head thing? Was that a doctor on that little bobblehead looking thing?
I didn't catch that. Make a quick thing down here.
No.
And I saw those looked kind of cool. I should have looked up the name, because they had a cool pattern on them.
You sure it wasn't Pulscraft?
It was
Or any of those other Mikasa or any of those other dinnerware?
So of course, like I say, I have to check out things over and over again to make sure I don't miss. So kind of look at the toys again.
What about that dump truck down there? Was that authentic or no? Was it plastic?
Oh no. Then I turn here and I see some Disney mugs. I'm like, ooh, there's some Disney mugs. But then I'm like, I wonder if that's somebody's stuff.
Look at the horse. She backed past
Then
that
I
horse.
see this Lego
oh.
box. And it said $5 on it. I'm like, really? $5? This is only $5? Even if it's not even... Oh, wait.
Oh,
Never
it had
mind.
junk in it?
But it had vintage toys in it. So this whole box of vintage toys cost me $5. I looked for Transformer on there. It's not a Transformer that I could see. So I'm like, this would be the money here right off the bat if it was Transformer vintage. But then I saw these vintage GE walkie-talkies. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but that Apollo right there, isn't that the one that crashed?
Oh, there's a secret to that Apollo spaceship, but no, you guys will not know about that spaceship until tomorrow's video when I upload the other half of this video. There's a surprise with that spaceship, and I'm not telling right now because we're recording.
But I just want to know, is that the one that crashed?
No.
Okay.
That's the Challenger you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Space shuttle. But so I look up the walkie-talkies, and I think they were like $14. So that box alone's worth $5 to me with the other vintage toys in them. There were a couple of 1990s, G.I. Joe 1990 vehicle. So I'm like, then I saw that stuff still sitting there. I'm like, I'm going to look at this. Then the guy says, that's my stuff. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Is he a worker or a
No,
shopper?
he's shopping. He just didn't have a cart.
Oh, So Barbie movie is coming out this summer, so Barbie stuff may be big or inflated prices just because of the whole Barbie movie thing. So I found a case at the outlet. It was like that big closet thing where their
Mm-hmm.
clothes hang and everything, but it had a bunch of like puke looking stuff on the inside, and I was not up for cleaning
Well,
it.
you know
So
what they say? Puke sells.
I
Oh,
know
wait,
it
no.
does, but I wasn't up for cleaning it. I clean more than enough stuff that we resell. What about their shoes? Did they bring the prices down on any of those?
No, they're about $6.50 now.
That's awful. You can't make any money off that. And their
I-
hat's still $2.
No, it was $1.25.
Hmm.
So I lowered them. So I do come back after the cameras.
Those are Adidas.
Yeah, but they're too war. I do come back after the camera's off and pick up a pair.
What'd you get? I just was going to say, did you grab those?
They were too war. But the brown pair right there with the straps, I end up coming back and getting those.
Were they like vintage dress shoes or?
I forget the names. They'll be in tomorrow's half of the video, though. You won't see me pick them up in this video, I don't think. So yeah,
That's
$1.25 for the Indianapolis F1 hat.
Formula One racing?
Mm-hmm.
That'll sell. Oh, they still have their dollar T-shirts.
$1 T-shirts and like $6.50 for other shirts.
Wow.
So the other shirts are still kind of
People
high
can't,
unless you find something.
People can't even
great.
get stuff that cheap for work if they need it.
So now I'm into the clothes. I always hit the hard goods first, usually in this store, and then I come to the clothes. So now I'm going to start making my rounds in the clothes. And I'm like, where are the T-shirts? I know they're around here somewhere.
Yeah, but at one time,
Then I
because
found
this is a wealthier neighborhood that has donations go to this store. At one time, there was really serious designer stuff in there,
Well,
and
now-
that's cut
but-
back.
Well, you know why? Because now they have to ship all donations to the
A
center,
center?
and then the
And then
center
back to
goes it out.
distribute. Oh,
So
so
the
you're
stuff that
getting
gets dropped off here
is not what
is
they
not
get.
always going to be in here.
Premium.
So,
Oh, that's a bummer.
but I do find pretty decent shirts for $1.50 though. So I got the Cardinal one.
That's kind of different. Oh, is that blues?
Oh, and then I got this. See if you wanted it. It's an extra large
Oh, Stanley Cup.
women's.
I think I have one. Oh, I like the V-neck though. It's mine. I'll take it. Did you find me any heat stuff?
No,
What did that shirt say? Not gay or gay?
not gay. There was a Castro shirt, but very small logo, so I passed on it.
What's that?
I think I was trying to stay out of somebody's way. University of Virginia. Went ahead and grabbed that. I just started getting in the grab mode with the T-shirts. 99.1 Joy FM. That stuff always sells for me. There's the shirt I just gave you. Boink. And
There's a buck.
And yeah, $1.50. Normally they mark those things at $6.50, so they finally figured
We're
they're
moving
not
them.
moving them at $6.50. The Bacardi shirt.
Their stuff though is that's Mary Institute, whatever.
There's
high school.
Maryville's coming up too. Garmin. Almost grabbed that one.
It's a cool
Went
Adidas
ahead
shirt.
and grabbed that for $1.50. Normally they would have put $6.50 on that too before. So
What's that? Elite soccer or something? Oh, basketball.
Yeah, it was basketball. I almost grabbed it. I'm like, I was on the fence with that.
Do you know that Scoot Henderson, the #1 draft pick, already has a Jordan out? It came out way before he even got drafted. That's
I remember
some need.
something about something going on there.
And there's a pair Jay's
trying to
coming out
find
this
them.
weekend that I liked.
Trying to find the next Jordan.
T-shirt?
No,
Oh,
Jordan brand's trying to find the next Jordan, I guess.
oh.
And then look, boom,
Alabama fan club.
vintage,
Is that
1994.
big enough for Adrian? You know he'd like that, but
Whatever. No, it's only
it's
a large.
that big.
And a vintage large at that, so it's more fit
For
more
a
like a
lady.
medium. And I didn't know what that was. For $1.50 I started to get it, and then I saw like a stain on it.
Mm.
So I ended up putting that back.
Good thought. Good catch.
And that I couldn't figure out what it was.
Syndication?
Yeah, I'm like, I should
That's
take
radio.
a chance on it. But then it had a weird name on the back. I'm like, I don't know what that
the
is.
syndicate.
And I didn't look it up. And I was like, eh. So if I made a mistake, you can blast me in the comments. Let's see.
I can't read that.
It's more than stop, drop, and roll. Oh, thing went out. It's still recording though. It can still hear us and everything. It's just after 30 minutes or so, the receiver turns off, but everything's still going.
I'm glad you had an eventful day.
I was surprised with how much I bought and how little I spent.
Okay, but we need to make more room.
Yeah, I'm going to blow out this wall here.
No, I'm going to get my kitchen remodeled first.
Okay, just do a quick search through these clothes.
It's a penguin.
Yeah, that's that one brand, but I don't think they're
It doesn't always go.
And this one, I always get the big dog t-shirts, but for the polo, I'm like, I don't know if they go for much, but I took a chance and I probably should not have.
I don't think they go for $6. Maybe 10, maybe not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably
lose on that one.
Yeah, it wasn't $6, it was like $3 for that one, so it was $3 1/4, it was like half. So I went ahead and took a chance, but I'll probably make a couple bucks on it.
Because you know, if you bought the big enough size golf shirts with the collars, and you didn't wear them to work if you couldn't sell it. What's that with the insects?
I don't know.
Aviate. Did you see that? Aviate.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you just bypass that, and that might have been something cool.
That name I didn't recognize, so I ended up looking that up, but it wasn't worth anything. Being it was new with tags, I decided to take a second and look that up.
I'm thinking some of this clothing stuff. I gotta go on Mercari, Poshmark. People are getting big money, bigger money than what people are getting on eBay, which is amazing to me. And that's what all these stay-at-home moms are doing. So they don't have to pay for daycare.
The reason when eBay's working, it's not worth my time to cross-list because there's so much that sells.
It's a lot that sells, but I just can't believe how much higher dollar they're getting there. And they got good traffic because they're selling a lot.
Yeah.
But it is a little more work. It is a little more work.
It's just more work, and then you don't get the sales you get on eBay, so it's kind of like that ratio of time since we got so much stuff to list.
Mm-hmm. We might have to take a hiatus.
And I'm starting to get quicker. I'm like starting to get impatient. I'm like,
No, it's not blues.
Yeah, but it was like small, and it was like $5.25. I'm like,
no, yuck.
I ended up passing on it.
You're much more patient than I am because
I was forcing myself to be.
Oh.
I was very easily getting in the mood to just go. Oh, I found that. That was
That's
cool.
kind of cool. And is that on Antigua?
Or whatever it's called.
Because that's, yeah, one of the companies that makes a lot of the sporting team stuff. The higher dollar or the classier stuff because they do a lot of the jackets for the Heat and basketball.
It's vintage too.
Yeah.
That was a cool shirt. I almost got that. It was an Adidas shirt.
That is cool.
I was going to look it up. I'm like, what do I put? It had no special name. I'm like, it was $6.50. I'm like,
and look at that. That's a lighter shirt and a thinner shirt, and people or men may be hesitant to want to buy something sheer like that. Not that it's sheer, but
well, people who play golf would probably wear it. Is what I was thinking.
But then they'd also probably just wear Top Golf or any of those golfing brands.
All right, where do I go next? How many minutes we got left on this? Got about 15 minutes left.
What is the number?
This is the half off section.
Division champs. Back to back. Is that for people who don't know how to tie a tie?
I thought the tie might have came with it, so I was looking at the brand of the tie.
Was there any like Brooks Brothers or?
I think there was one, but
I hate paying $6 though.
Well, it was half. It would have been half, but still, it wasn't. Didn't want to pay $3 for it.
I mean, I find stuff at the bins brand new with tags.
And I see that Xbox 360 with the Indiana Jones game. They got $100 on it, so I look it up, and you can buy it on eBay for $80. I'm like, ah.
Somebody stupid will go in there and buy it.
Stop calling people stupid.
Well, they won't shop, and that to
well,
me is not
it's
smart.
worth it if somebody just buys it for themselves. I mean, because if you buy it for $80 online, you're still going to pay for shipping. So.
Sometimes if they offer free shipping. And do they guarantee? They don't guarantee any of their electricals or anything if they work.
Yeah.
I think the one lady we know that works there said they don't.
So now we gotta look. Just quick glance over the women's shoes. Nothing jumping out. So we move on.
No Nike tennis shoes, no nothing.
As much stuff as they had today, I was surprised. But then I did find.
They're higher priced items up here. Oh, some J's. You get those for me? I have a pair of those.
I don't think you.
I think those
fit
are
a
little.
3 youth.
Yeah, I'll take the 7 youth.
But surprisingly,
I have those. Where they were something.
They got 12 on them, and surprisingly, pre-owned, they're moving like at $50. So I'm like.
They re-released the ones that you got for us that were re-released at Dick's. They got re-released this morning. Or tomorrow, or what? Maybe today. And I just said, God, that's so easy. And then the boys get that for you for Father's Day on the original release day. And Adrian was so stoked because they were hard to get. And now they keep coming back out.
I wanted a pair anyway, so now I got 2. So I've been wearing the one. So if I trash them in the summer, I have the other pair.
I love mine. So maybe we'll have to have a Twinkie day and wear ours together.
Twinsy day.
We've had twinsy days where we've worn the same shoes.
Twinsies.
There is a low Jordan. Oh, it's a 5, but it's I can't remember what it was, but it's one that's always made in high top, and it's coming out in a low, and it's different looking.
Find this Walt Disney bag. It was like a promo item. It's for $1.25, I think. I don't know where they get the 25 thing from. All of a sudden, $2.25, $1.25. But hey, I'm not complaining.
What, you didn't go buy the purses on the wall?
I think I did later.
They have silk ties over there.
Like, there's still about 10 minutes on the video part, and I think I stayed there an extra 15 minutes after I turned off the video.
And you didn't get on that big wheel?
I wanted to. They had a green machine over there.
Oh, did they?
Get on that.
What was in the box? That looks like some big furniture kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. And they got everything so squeezed tight. I was trying to find a way. It was so busy.
That's a tall worker.
So I'm like, that wasn't even a worker.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there trying to squeeze through everything.
It must be the angle of your, because everybody looks tall on this video. And I noticed on my video, you always got the camera going down, so I look like I'm in a hole. I need to climb out. Or maybe stand on a stool.
So I come back for the next round, start looking around for more.
You're awful.
I have to because I miss so much.
You mean
if I don't make like 5 passes by something, I'm going to miss something.
Really? Your eye doesn't catch?
No, it never does. I've always missed something.
Well, you didn't go back to the... Oh, look, was it a Christmas tree at the end of that aisle?
I don't know.
It was.
She's got an addiction problem, people.
No, I don't, but I am making arrangements to put up
We're gonna make some Christmas ornament videos so you can share your addiction with the world.
I'm making arrangements, and some of these ornaments are going for such big dollar on Wayfair, and when I was looking for a specific ornament, the prices were so out of control. I said, I can make money on this. So if they're rare and the colors, you know what? I'm going to get them, and if somebody wants them, they can get them.
It was just the mask, no comic in that box, so I kind of look it up, see if just the mask's worth anything, but not really.
There's a Santa right there.
There is a Santa there. I do walk by I don't know if it's on video or if it's after the video, I do walk through the Christmas to look for anything unique that pops out, but nothing. It's just common stuff.
I guess I'm looking for the ornaments because I'm using those to make
there was like normal ornaments, like a box of gold ones. I'm like, I think you got enough gold ones.
No, I mean, I like the size is important, and
well, I'm sure
they're filler.
They'll be there. They're not going anywhere.
Well, I'm sure those people were happy you recorded them.
People don't even
pay attention to
It's right here on my chest, so big. And it's like a sore thumb.
I would have pulled that wreath off the wall, grabbed those ornaments, and put it back up. Nobody would know.
But nobody even second glances at my phone.
Nobody would even know those ornaments are missing off that wreath.
I think I've had one person say something.
That's cool too. That was a gold tree. That would go with my trees. I have a whole forest.
People, we have a problem.
No, we don't. Oh, who's that?
It's empty.
I was trying to see who that was pitching.
Then I saw this hockey helmet.
Is that just a sticker?
It is. I figured that out after I look it up. I look it up and see that that's just a model of the helmet. And
all right.
Figured they just put the stickers on there. So I'm like, I end up putting it back.
In another place, in the wrong place?
No, I look it up right now. Let's see, we got 8 minutes left, and it's just going to shut off, so that's why I'm kind of keeping track so I can sign off right before it shuts off. And if I forget to sign off before it shuts off, sorry. And then the other half will be uploaded tomorrow.
That guy, the worker, I think he's been there a while.
There's 3 of them there today. That's been there a while.
What about the one lady at the cashier?
She wasn't there. She was there last Friday. She was not there this Friday.
Oh, I thought you only had garage sales because it was so
I didn't see the controller. I missed the controller. I would have looked them up, but they were rusted. So somebody left them outside or something. So I'm like, yeah.
Adrian is the knowledge boy on those. He'll tell you what you can buy them at Play It Again Sports for. What they give you for it on a trade-in.
Oh, I didn't see that blue golf bag. That stands out in the video, but I didn't even see it when I was standing there.
Oh, I think you must go back tomorrow and get that damned... Oh, look at... Oh, excuse me. Those trees and... there's all kinds of stuff back there.
Yes, there is. She's addicted.
No, I'm using them for...
I'm getting in trouble with her watching this video.
I'm using them for crafting.
There was nothing that jumped out at me unique. I was only going to buy anything if it was unique.
That horse, though, did you look to see if it had a brand on it?
No, I didn't even notice it.
Oh, my gosh.
But I did notice this mask.
And I bought that big horse? Oh, that's my... Is that one that goes with like a Barbie or something?
I use Google Lens for the mask to find out what it is. They were saying it's a paintball mask. Well, I think somebody had it for like $30. So I'm like, and they only had like I think $1 on it or something like that.
So you got it?
I got it.
I still wouldn't wear it. It's holes in the eye. It's too dangerous.
Well, it's for paintball.
I need clear plastic.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
true.
You got it.
Yeah. Well, it says paintball, so
well, still, I would just be...
They were right. But yeah, you can still get paint in your eyes if you don't have some kind of protection over your eyes.
And I have shatterproof lenses and the whole 9 yards.
It's got padding under it and everything. So.
Oh, that's cool. Because those things probably hurt when they hit you.
Especially in the face.
There's a pair of something up there on that top shelf. Is that like vases?
Probably.
Oh, I
Kinda
should have
looks
had
like it.
I should have had you look for clear vases because that's where I'm making some of the decorations with and arrangements. So I think I'm running out of them. And glassware's
Oh,
cheap.
there it is. Oh, I missed what price it was. Like $1.50 maybe. But there was, I saw something on one of them that one didn't have, so I was like, oh, is it missing something or maybe not? So
On the mask?
yeah, I couldn't really tell, so I got it anyway.
And it's probably broken?
No.
Oh.
Because there were some that had it and there were some that didn't.
Oh, on the internet.
When I was looking, yeah.
Somebody got their
So
Hot Wheel track up.
So then I start, oh yeah, I found those. Did you ever play with those? Play-Doh barbershop?
Yeah, Fuzzy Pumper.
Yeah, those are cool. So I looked that up. I only had like
A buck one?
like $1.50 or $2.25
Those don't
on
even
it.
look like they've been used. They're pretty clean. Or they have a mom that cleaned up their stuff really well.
Yeah, there was. I saw no residue or Play-Doh residue on them or anything. So I remember growing up, somebody in the neighborhood had them because I remember playing with them.
We made them have like red hair or pink hair. And then my mom really got mad when we combined colors. So we were supposed to keep them separate in a little container.
And another reason I'm looking around is I'm starting to look behind things and that because the new manager makes them put everything out on the floor. They can't hold stuff for themselves anymore. So when they put it out, they kind of hide stuff for themselves.
Oh, is that no?
I ended up looking him up later. He's not worth anything since there was two of them.
That's a cool blue stick.
And of course I got it. It's right over there now on my display.
Mm.
And then I found these and I'm like, okay.
That's a
couple of the Seven Dwarfs.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see no name on it. It just said Disney China. So I'm like, huh.
Grumpy or sleepy or dopey.
So I used Google Lens. And it was only like $1.25 for the bag, I think. So usually any Disney stuff like that's going to be worth $1. So I do the Google Lens, and somebody had one at a decent price. So I just went ahead and took it. That's it, right? I'm trying to see what they had it listed as on the phone. Can't see. I'm like trying to look up like that's going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got left? We got 3 minutes left.
Are you looking up the blue?
Yeah, so I take a picture of him now, but they ain't worth anything.
There's two of them.
Yeah, I know. That's why I looked them up.
Maybe they're bookends.
You know,
Are they remote?
They talk and rattle and shake and stuff. But yeah, the second half of this video will be up tomorrow. That will include going over the numbers and taking a closer look at all the items I picked up today. So
I think you're running out of time. Did you check?
I know, that's what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm kind of doing a closing right now. That's why I said that. So, because it's going to be cutting off here in a minute. Another little bag. Start getting down, looking behind stuff. Looking for anything hidden. Any employee hidden gems. Dun, dun, dun.
The last pickup at the bins was pretty profitable, even though it was a big haul, 300 and some odd. A lot of media.
This is where I found the Lego stashed last time, so that's why I would keep looking back here and start looking behind boxes. And
when
stuff.
I was driving home today, I said, God, if I could have a whole day just to scour those bins, I mean, just scour them, I probably hit 4 or 5 max, maybe 6, depending on how junky they are.
And
but to touch every one of them, wouldn't it take us like 2 days?
And I do come back and go through the stuffed animals too and look for anything in there. So getting ready to end here in a minute, in a few seconds here. I think when I walk back to my cart, I go ahead and turn off the camera. So in 20 seconds. So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching this first half. Second half will be up tomorrow. And sorry about everything. It'll hopefully in the future we'll be able to play it out a little bit better. But see you all in the next video. Later.